Dragon Age Origins was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, language, partial nudity, and sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Origins. Last time we finished up what we could in Denerim. Admittedly, not a lot, but, you know, we couldn't get to the alienage, whatever, but we did finish, robbing Arl Hal.
Do you remember our discussion?
Yes, of course.
I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. Despite what Marjolaine says, I am not like her. I know that now. I have found peace in knowing the Maker, and nothing will change that. I followed you to make the world a better place, and as long as I keep that in mind, I will not fall. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
It was my pleasure.
I'm glad I left Lothering in your company. You have proven a true friend, and I thank the Maker for you.
Friend?
It has been some time since I left Lothering. When I stepped out of the cloister, I had no idea where my path would lead. I walked where the Maker led me, and he has rewarded me for my faith. I found you.
Are you saying I'm a gift from the Maker?
Something like that. The Maker wants his children to be happy. Would he have created in us the capacity for love if he did not intend for us to find it?
Love.
Yes, that gloriously rich and decadent emotion that one finds oneself hopelessly stuck in. Much like caramel pudding.
You've been stuck in caramel pudding, I gather.
Well, you know Elysians and their curious entertainments. It's much nicer than mud. Oh, I have tales of pudding like you would not believe. Perhaps we could retire to my tent, and I could regale you.
I don't think I could turn down such a proposition.
Good. Now come with me before I lose my patience.
Okay. I'd like to remind you that that was literally in front of Cam.
Hello.
And the sex scenes in this game are so fucking awkward. It's like the song starts and I immediately start laughing. Oh god. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I've been up for some time, but yes, I slept very well. I've just been watching you sleep. Did you know your eyelids flutter when you dream? And you have such pretty eyelashes.
It's not just my eyelashes that are pretty.
So I hear. I'm so happy, blissful. I haven't slept so well since I was forced to flee from Orlais. Knowing you will be the first thing I see when I wake gives me no small amount of comfort. I feel safe in your arms. Safe, loved and accepted. This is where I belong. Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
I suppose I should get up. We have a long day ahead of us.
Good idea. Shouldn't keep the others waiting.
I think it will be a beautiful day.
Wine, women, and song. Weird how you get the achievement for romancing Leliana after you've had sex for the first time. Oh yeah, you can do that multiple times at least. And not at the end of the game. But hey, what do I know? Right. Where were we? Let's talk to everyone. Anyone else have opinions?
What is your wish, Kadan?
No? Okay. Nothing. Staying. Let's go.
As you wish.
Alistair.
Ask away.
Never mind. We've already talked to you. Zevran.
What say you?
Can't answer some questions.
By all means.
So, tell me about your adventures.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
You certainly talk like you've had adventures.
Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
On your second mission?
Well, it was just the one mage. Not as simple a mission as the vagrant Grey Warden or two, perhaps. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
And she didn't try to kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Were you upset?
At first, yes. Well, not upset. Surprised is really a better word. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Denerim instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
These sorts of things happen to you often.
Like being spared by a benevolent mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Wise lesson to learn.
And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
Oh, Zevran approves +4. Alright, let's...
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Let's see your ways.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Pardon me? Anyway, actually,
Enchantment?
shoo,
Enchantment!
because I want to break free. I want to break free. Sorry. I've got that, Am I gonna be using this sword? No. What I am gonna be doing, however... Communal box, turn in runes, give all unassigned novice runes. Crafting materials for the day. Deep mushrooms. Metal shards. Alright. Leaf.
Generous as always, Warden.
Thank you. When?
Have you heard much about the Grey Wardens of old?
Only what I've heard in the old tales.
It was said that watching the Wardens ride in on their white griffins was enough to rouse a weary heart and put the dance back in the step of an old man. The Grey Wardens were powerful, feared and respected, but they also inspired the common people. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago.
Go on.
The Blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail, and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums, and stood before the armies of men.
And then what happened?
The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead, and the last darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back, and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled.
This story isn't about a specific battle, is it?
You are observant. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden.
Cool.
What's on your mind?
Have you changed your mind about Leliana and me?
I have watched you for a time, and Perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you.
Watched
I
his
think she
bone, you
feels
mean?
she's truly found her place with you. That after all her wanderings, she's finally home.
Are you trying to apologize for what you said?
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
Apology accepted.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife. What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you? For the record, before I continue, she is like that no matter who you romance. Like, Wynn is very much like, what are you doing? You know, you could die at any moment. This is foolish. Blah, blah, blah. And, like, it's not, you know, why are you romancing another woman? Or if you're a dude, why are you romancing another man when you're with Zevron? Like, she's always gonna have something to say if you romance somebody. And then once you guys hit that, like, hey, let's have sex peak, she'll be like, I was wrong and I'm sorry. Like, obviously you two love each other a lot and I was a big old silly for being worried. But, yeah, so it's not homophobia, she's just grumpy. Anyway, is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death, it's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Alright, Wynn.
I await your command.
Oh, nope, we ran out of things to talk to Morgan about. Okay, well, what we are going to do...
Yes.
Indeed.
Honestly, it should have been a mage. No, because then you never find anything.
Yes.
Right, we need to go to the Brazilian outskirts. Hey, Leliana. Sign of safe passage. Merchant.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not going to tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
Yeah.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered. I look forward to it.
Oh, me too, love. Right, that's the actual Dalish camp, so... World map... Actually... I feel like I'm not getting... Did I? Hey, Sarl.
One of our own Dalish has saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
Yes. I believe he did.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures.
Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm? Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
Right, I should go.
Dareth Shirol.
World map. So maybe, rather than literally the outskirts, it's, game. It's crashed a lot on me, so I think I'm right to be a little worried.
This should be easy enough. Right. This should be easy enough.
On your guard!
Right. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Let's make this quick, shall we?
I suppose violence is the solution. Sometimes.
As you wish. Let's get started.
Before we go into battle.
Alright.
Not sure how much longer I can hold.
Let's make this quick. Be careful! Make a preserver.
I guess that was just an attack.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
We need to talk.
Of course.
I've heard some rumors about Elysian spies.
There are many rumors about spies, Elysian or otherwise. What are you referring to exactly?
I say you will do almost anything to achieve your goal. No, something I heard that made spies seem dangerous.
I admit I have done many despicable things in my lifetime. I do what I have to do. So do you. So does everybody. Sometimes we must do terrible things to get what we want. If it is any consolation, I always try to use non-violent means to achieve my ends.
That's good to hear.
Some bards rely on torture to get what they want. It works effectively, as many will bend under the threat of bodily harm. But there are better ways, more subtle and kind. You will be surprised how easily a person will open up to you, even if all you offer is a listening ear. People respond eagerly to others who they believe understand them. They seek approval, friendship, sometimes love. This can be exploited.
Good to know.
It is a game, one that can be won with little bloodshed if one plays well.
You thought it was a game?
Isn't it? Everyone can be seduced by the right woman. The trick is predicting who she is and becoming her. Master the game and no one can resist you.
Would you say you've mastered the game?
If I might be so bold, yes, I was quite good at it. Sometimes, all I had to do was toss a glance and a smile. Men read promises into such things and will go to great lengths to see that promise fulfilled.
Maybe you could smile at the blight and tell it to go away.
I could... what? Oh, aren't you funny? I see your point. We will slay this darkspawn using conventional means, pointy sticks and all that. But come, It is getting late, and there is much to be done.
Now... There we go. That's a weird song to be humming to myself. Firing point. This is the spot where D's message needs to be sent. Fire an arrow over the trees. Message has been sent. It has not gone unnoticed. Continue.
Right. You've made some important enemies with your little arrows. You're through.
Enemies are pushing.
Hello, bear.
How about you? Here comes trouble. Let's get started.
Absolute violence is the solution. Sometimes it's brilliant!
Quest related. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Article 327. By order of Eramir Thorogood. We know they are out there, and they will move when their fellow vermin call them out. Watch for the sign and slaughter the lot. They will know it is coming and probably abandon the poor sap of a messenger. But even in that, our message will be sent with an authority theirs cannot have. By order of Eramir Thorogood. Actually, Codex. It appears the messenger was not expected to survive this message, but you defeated the ambush and D's associates know it's safe to move. Return to the Nod Noble in Denerim. Well, we're not doing that. What we are gonna do is go back to the Dalish camp. Why are you still there? But, right, what I was humming to myself before was Northwest Passage by, oh god, I forget the name. Very, very famous Canadian performer. Da, 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 da. And that's Jurassic Park. Oh, my brain is in jukebox.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
pop over to Lake Callanhead. And then we'll pop down to Redcliffe. Game. Game. Thank you.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the tyke as our own.
On it.
Pile of ore. Meteor metal ore. How funny. I feel like we've seen that a lot. But also only 5 fingers and only 5 toes? Shouldn't they have 10? But, I like that Easter egg. It makes me smile. Are we going to have Clark Kent? Clark spelt with an E? Aw, Caster! Hey, mate!
Welcome back, youngster. Looking to go across to the tower?
No, not right now.
Well, I'll be here.
Probably just got his boat back. Oh god, I hate the sound.
With someone else's imagination. Just players in a play. Exactly. You, I, everything. All a dream. But whose dream? And for whose amusement? Some being of cosmic power. Sublime, enlightened beings. Cosmic power? What, you're serious? They thought of all this grit, all the war. They bloody thought of boils. I got a boil the size of your nose on my big toe, and some beings are enjoying this. Disturbed, sick bastards, if you ask me. Ahem. I still maintain they're more enlightened than that. If I ever come across one of them, I'll give them a what for.
Not something I was expecting to hear. Okay. Another fourth wall breaking conversation. Ah, Lorana.
Yes?
I'm sorry to tell you that your husband is dead.
No, I can't believe this. I won't.
Alright, innkeeper.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
Is there Brother Genitivi here?
Brother Gen... no. No, of course not. I've never heard of him.
What about the imposter known as Waylon?
Who? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible.
Are you in some trouble? You can trust me.
They're watching me. I can't speak openly. Don't look around and keep your voice down. They're looking for anyone asking for this Brother Genitivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
What can you do? I do what they want because they'll hurt my family. I have no choice. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good.
I promise this will be sorted out soon.
Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Ha! Watered down ale, damp beds, rickety stools. Why do I even bother?
I don't know. Why do you bother? The innkeeper of the spoiled princess told you he was being watched by strange men. The innkeeper seemed quite afraid. Cultists?
Let's get started. Make it reserve. Let's get started.
Let's make this quick!
These look well.
Thank you.
Let's get started.
I forgot about doing the Urn of Sacred Ashes mission.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
I was just looking around.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
What are you looking at?
Damn. That feels like a dead end. Like, where to now? Let's go down to the town proper. Come on. Notes. Yeah. Notes. Article 236. Graffiti in Redcliffe's Tavern. Don't eat the cheese. Scratched into the bar of Redcliffe's Tavern.
Evil doesn't always win. The Maker works in mysterious ways. Yes, he does.
Good on you. Roger that.
You heard about all those mages in Lake Callanhard? They up and turned into a pack of demons.
No. Did the Templars kill them all, at least?
No, I guess they got better.
More likely working with the Darkspawn that take us over.
I don't think about it. Big battle out by Winter's Breath, I hear.
So it seems. I got a cousin in Ban Farron's army, too. Haven't heard if he's alive yet or not.
Probably not. Terran Loghain carved through him like a hot knife, I hear.
That isn't good news. Poor sods.
Right.
Right.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
Is there the woman in... Did I get the woman in Redcliffe already? Oh, there she is.
Yes?
I'm sorry to tell you your husband's dead.
Why? What did he do to deserve this?
No one deserves... Hey, Mother Hannah.
There are many gone who we must honor. But we must also remember those who aided us in our darkest hour.
Thanks, Mother Hannah.
The captain sends his regards.
Yeah, nothing. Alright, yeah. I said yeah, yeah. Jeez, I'm in jukebox mode today, friends. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go to Haven. Actually. I think what we're gonna do is stop for now. Yeah, we'll stop for now. Save the game. And I think next time we're gonna continue on with this Urn of Sacred Ashes. However, until then, there you are, lovely.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
We need to talk.
Of course.
Are you feeling better about what happened with Marjolaine?
Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no?
They add to the complexity and beauty of the piece.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times, though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past.
You know you can talk to me if you need to.
It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good. Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
We need to talk.
Of course.
About us.
Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you?
No. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Really? You think so? You're so sweet.
I thought that you could kiss. But I think it's just no, straight to sex. And I don't feel the need to have that happen again quite so soon. But yeah, in the meantime, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.